right, folks. It's the Vagrant's Valet, and today we're out on the highway where you usually don't see the downtrodden walking along, and if you do, these guys are road warriors. They're walking from town to town. I see one right up ahead. We're gonna go see what this mighty road warrior is doing, see if we can get him going in the right direction. Before we do, I want to say hi to the guitar great, a great viewer. You keep jamming. And of course, Levi Brewer, you guys both leave me some great comments, and I love hearing from you. Now, let's pull over and see what this road warrior's up to. Hey man. Hey, hop on in. You need a lift? Yeah. Yeah, you got a lot of gear there, brother.
Well, I just come down from, some lady just dropped me off from Martinsville. But I had walked from Greenwood last night.
You walked from Greenwood?
Down to Martinsville.
Oh, well,
It was cold. All day yesterday and last night, but it was cold.
Yeah, my name's Zook.
Luke, Mark.
Where were you?
I was up in Indy, or up toward Greenwood, Thursday, and then Friday I come down, and all day I couldn't get a ride.
Nobody would give you a ride?
I just laid on the side of the road. Even the cops wouldn't stop. That's really strange. They usually mess with you, especially if you're homeless and stuff.
What, the cops give you a hard time if you're walking down the...
Occasionally, yes. Not all. You can't be on the interstate, but on the back roads they don't. Here they won't even stop unless.
Well, what do they say to you when you're on the highway walking?
And they just say, "Where you going, buddy? Where you coming from?" You know, and ask them. I said, "Well, I'm just traveling through, sir. I went up and see my friend up here. He's a 90-year-old guy, lives up here in the northern part of Morgan County, up toward Whiteland and Banta."
So how long have you walked in the past couple days?
Probably 40 miles, maybe.
40 miles?
40 miles.
Well, if you're going at a good clip, what can you do? 30 in a day, maybe?
Probably 15 to 20, maybe. Or
15
maybe.
to 20?
I walk from Bloomington to town. I mean, from over here to Ellettsville, over to Bloomington. Sometimes I have to go down to the Shalom. I don't know if you know about that place. It's for the homeless people.
What, are you living on the street pretty much?
Yes, but I got a friend who lives over here.
Well, you can crash at his place once in a while?
Yeah, once in a while. On the weekends. I don't bother him during the week.
What, does he got an old lady who doesn't like you to crash
Pretty
on the
much,
couch?
yeah. And they got some mean dogs. They got some Doberman pinchers. They're mean, man.
What's meaner, the dogs or the old lady?
Probably both.
Well, that's how it is. You know, the dude's cool, but you got the old lady going,
yeah.
Why is your friend showing up around here? Well, he's probably just glad to have some company other than, the usual rigmarole.
Yeah.
Well, why were you up in Greenwood?
To see my old friend, that old guy. He's a 90-year-old guy. His family's, the kids are wanting to put him in the, he's got 30 acres up there, and they want to sell the land and put him in a nursing home. But he's really keen he's really smart. I mean, he was in Normandy. He was in that war during World War II when they were shooting down on the beach. His buddies got killed. A lot of them did. He survived. You know, you know about D-Day, they called it. They're in France, and they were invading the Germans were sitting up there just taking target practice, and a lot of them died getting off them boats. A lot of them didn't live.
What, were you in the military?
No.
I never had the privilege of service.
I tried. They were going to make me go in the Marines. I said, nah, I don't want that. I ended up driving truck when I was younger. I'm in my early 60s now.
Early 60s? You look great. And
I was I went to high school down by New Albany. I'm a Hoosier, and then I lived in Minnesota I had to live in an orphanage. I had foster families growing up.
Oh. Well, you're a road warrior out here walking and everything. Were you outside when it was like -5 degrees like 2 weeks ago?
No. I was up there with that old guy. He let the kids kind of said we should kick you out. I was sleeping in his barn, like a barn, but they put a little heater out there. No, I wasn't gonna get out in that. Oh, that was unbearable. Now that felt like Minnesota. I mean, I've lived in Minnesota. It gets cold like that. That ain't wind chills. A lot of that was
Were you a beet farmer in Minnesota? They got a lot of beet farmers there.
And we fished, had ice fishing and had fun with snowmobiles. Sometimes you couldn't get around without us. You couldn't drive a vehicle. You better have a snowmobile.
Was it highly lucrative, the beet farming?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fishing is big up there too. You could go ice fishing in the middle of the winter.
Do they drink a lot up there to keep warm?
Pretty much.
Yeah, get out.
You can go to Canada up there by
in Canada.
Well, International Falls is a city in America, but you go across and you're up by Canada. You're on the Canadian border. I don't know if you've ever been up that far north. If you've ever been to Minnesota, everybody talks it's usually the Twin Cities, which are really cool. Those big cities aren't got a lot of, not like Chicago or Indy, man. Those towns are crazy, but those are big cities. St. Paul's and Minneapolis both are big, man. They're big, but the crime has never been so bad up there. Never. But that's big cities. I mean, there's millions of people living. There's two of them. The Mississippi separates them. One side's Ramsey County and the other one's Hennepin.
Oh, you're pretty good at geography. And you're a history buff there. You knew plenty about D-Day.
But Minnesota is really a nice state. They finally legalized the marijuana. You have to be 18 to get it, like buying tobacco. But I'm surprised people in this state that they want that No, they don't want to get rid of lilies because they're making money off those chemicals. They do. They make a lot of money, lilies and cooks over here in these companies.
Do you think grass should be legal in Indiana?
At least medical for. Now, I think someone said there's a dispensary in Indy, but you have to probably go through a lot of paperwork and stuff to get
Or at least tell them you're on your way to a Grateful Dead concert.
But I'm not, I think maybe they should legalize. Every other place is legalized it.
Well, yeah, the thing is, I guess they put fentanyl. There's people croaking because of that stupid fentanyl.
Oh, that's very deadly, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That, I don't know why, that's worse than heroin. It is.
Yeah, it is. Really, I never heard of fentanyl.
I never heard of it. Now, they use that in like hospitals. You have real serious surgeries. I think they use, you don't need much of that.
Yeah.
It says a tiny little micro can kill you. It's very poisonous and but I can't understand, why they do that stuff. Oh yeah, if they're putting it in there, that's not good. Now, I went to Illinois when they legalized it, but it's expensive over there. But I didn't have an ID. I mean, I didn't have an Illinois ID. Old men were buying ounces for $100.
$100?
Yes.
Is that a good deal?
Well, ounces usually go $300-$400, maybe $500 nowadays. But it's not cheap.
I've never bought grass, so I'm not.
But they were old war veterans. Well, over there, Illinois they didn't want the pills. They got rid of the pills. They said they
just want marijuana.
They wanted the weed, and that's old people.
The old people want the weed.
This guy was old, man.
Well, you got to figure those original hippies from the '60s. They're pretty much. A lot of them are geezers these days.
I know, but I'm in that strain. Yeah, I was tripping out. I paid for a quarter, it was $50, but I paid $30 tax. I paid $80 for just a little, but it was good stuff, but still, that's expensive. That's a rich man. I don't have $80. That's not every dang day. I'm sure if I had a medical card, I could have got a lot cheaper. That's what you got to get, a medical card. But yeah, Illinois now Michigan's legal. A lot of people I've met say they go there instead of Illinois. It is cheaper up there in Michigan, but.
So where are you going to sleep tonight? Are you?
I'll probably hit my friends up later. They probably ain't up yet.
Oh, were they partying until 3, 4 in the morning?
Well, he works sometimes. He works.
Because I guess here in Ellettsville, they get rowdy. They start hooting and hollering.
Remember when this used to be 2 lanes? This was never like this. It was just a 2-lane road.
I'm from up north. This is like the deep south to me. I mean,
how far north are you? Libraries, right?
I'm from Hobart, Indiana.
You're way up there.
Up by Lake Michigan.
Now you can go up and come back around, but the library's over there. It's okay. You could go up there. You're way up there by Chicago, like.
Yeah, I'm by
Hobart. Yeah, I've heard of that.
By Gary. There, my mom.
All right, yeah, Gary. That's right, Gary, not Chicago.
My mom and all of her family are from Gary, born in Gary.
All right.
Her dad and everybody. We
Right.
make steel up there in Gary.
You know, you're white. I always thought that was all blacks up there in Gary in that area.
Well, it's mixed. It's mixed.
But it's mostly blacks, ain't it? When you went to school, were you pretty much a minority?
Well, I'm not from Gary. I went to school in Hobart.
Oh, Hobart is all right, but
Yeah,
Gary
I'm
is
a Ricky. Yeah.
all right. Ricky, I mean Gary is all black, but Hobart, yeah, that's right. Hobart's a little bit farther west, or
It's a little farther east.
but
there.
it's a
You
small
got-
farm town too. It ain't no big city ghettos like Gary. I remember going through the Michigan City. Boy, you could see those flames at nighttime on the subways or the South Shore. There's a train. You remember that train?
Yeah, I've been on the South Shore. Yeah,
Right.
we can take the South Shore from Gary right up to Chicago. I used to
Right.
go to the Art Institute.
But I remember
there.
going through there at nighttime. I was on that train. I kind of leery because I figured
Was there a bunch of weirdos?
it was just I was afraid. I figured we were going through the ghettos. Because that's up in the ghettos area in Michigan City, and all you could see was flame. But that's oil. It must be, or some kind of. Is that oil up there?
Yeah, I've never had any. I know there's refineries there. But
Oh, that's what it is. Refineries.
I've never had any problem with anybody.
I don't usually get. I get along with pretty much everybody. They did break me up when I was 16. 3 of them ganged up on me, and we were working summer jobs. I don't know why. Maybe I said something, but I don't know I didn't. But they beat me up and didn't care. And then I caught them later on, and they were all scared of me. Oh, I'm sorry, we didn't mean to do that. I didn't do nothing. I said, man, because I was not, like I said, I'm not a bad mean person. A mean person would have hurt them,
You ever done any jail time? You ever been in the joint?
I've never been to prison, but I have been to jail.
To what? Just like the county?
Petty, yeah, just county.
How about like Monroe County?
Yeah, I think one time I was in there for.
What'd you do? Smart off to a cop
No,
there, and he hauled
this
you
girl
away?
stabbed me.
Oh no!
On these, she was from France. I don't know. She stabbed me with a knife, and
they
kicked her, and I kicked her, and I went to jail for about a year in that county jail. Oh, that was a mess up there.
Do they have jumpsuits there, like on TV, like the orange jumpsuit?
They make you wear a suit. They make you wear like a little orange thing.
Does it say prisoner on the back, or is that
It
just
just
on
has
TV?
county,
County?
MCJ or something on it.
And those flip like
I was
uni flip flops. There's no
they give
There's
you
no left or right. It's just one thing. And
they put me in, where was I, in J Block, but they were throwing a lot of federal prisoners in there that were coming through that had to go to court, but they were just
federal, like drug lords and that kind of thing.
Murders and stuff.
Geez.
But it was crazy. But that's a misdemeanor block. That was a misdemeanor block, but that was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right, my friend. No, that's how you do it.
all right.
Okay.
Maybe I see her someday.
Yeah. If you ever see me out on the street, go ahead and flag me down. I'll give you a lift. Hey, I'm rooting for you. And make sure you don't sleep outside when it's cold.
Oh, I won't.
Okay? All right. There's plenty of places you can go. Don't forget your watertight there survival bag there. All right, keep rocking. This guy was walking along the highway. He wasn't just some local guy. He's been walking for, I think, 2 days. We're in Bloomington here, actually Ellettsville. He was walking from Greenwood. That's like 50 miles away. So, hey, he is a mighty road warrior. And as always, folks, go ahead, like, subscribe, leave me a comment. I love to hear from you. And ding, ding.